Hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be letter number 11. Like I told you guys before, you get 2 letters in the mail. They are $12 a month. You get little surprises along the way. I really enjoy the story so far. There's always something new, and like I said, there's always surprises. There's always a little something extra for you to kind of do. So let's open this letter and let's see who it's from. Okay, so this looks like a letter, and this looks like the rose code. Okay, we're gonna save this for last. I'm not sure what this is. This is something extra, so we're gonna save this for last. So let's start with the letter and let's see what the letter has to say. Usually the letter will give us some kind of clue about what the extra item is. So, okay, this doesn't look too long. Okay, let's get started. January 28th, 1944. Dear General, I just finished reading your letter about Ruby, so Captain Jack has proposed at last. Oh, you poor dear. Of course this is difficult for you. You're facing the prospect of marrying us both off within a short span of 12 months. I only wish I could have found Charlie 2 years sooner. At least you wouldn't have had time to get used to the idea of married daughters. But Charlie really is the best man, General, and from what I heard from Ruby, it sounds like Captain Jack is cut from the same cloth, or should I say kilt? Too soon. I'm sorry. You have to admit, it really is just too wonderful thinking of our Jewel falling for such a superbly irregular Highlander. I mean, she's just so well Ruby. She does sound happier than I've ever known her to be. Whatever attracted her to him in the first place, and that's all that matters to me. Of course, just to be safe, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be having Charlie, third degree the man, within an inch of his life before they marry. Elder sister's rights and all, that's if it's any comfort to you. I've heard Heidi say that her father says the great thing about a daughter marrying is that you're never really losing her when she weds. According to him, you're only gaining a son. I suppose that's the truth with Charlie's situation, at least. He currently doesn't have a father pulling him back home to seek fatherly advice from. You could just think of him and Captain Jack as to find new sons instead of the men who are stealing your daughters away from you. I'm sure that will make things easier to bear. Speaking of Charlie's father, I've been meaning to write to you about him. I've learned something very unexpected about that Paul Burke. While I was at his mother's for Christmas, something I suspect you've known all along and were either unwilling or more likely unable to tell me. All it took was one look at his father's photograph, and I feel like Charlie has a right to know the truth, don't you? I do agree with his mother, Grace, that there's still too much at stake, but what if something happens to Charlie? What if, heaven forbid, Charlie doesn't make it home to me and he never learns the truth about his father? If only there was some way to tell him without jeopardizing everything. But I trust your judgment on this, General, and if you think he should leave well enough alone for the present, I won't argue with. Would do me the tiniest favor as soon as you can manage it, though. I think it would greatly ease my mind where my husband is concerned if you would check in on him the next time you're making your rounds with Eisenhower. You see, I just wrote to Charlie and told him the history between his father and Captain Fairbanks. I'm worried about how he may be digesting that information. Could you just make sure he's all right? And if you can manage it, take Ruby along as well. That way she can finally meet her new brother-in-law. Maybe she can knit him some socks beforehand. Charlie is always in need of some new socks. This way, since my knitting skills aren't coming along any better than the last time I wrote, he'll at least get one new pair this winter. Anyway, I can hardly believe you've been gone for 6 months now. I don't think I've ever been separated from you for so long. I can't imagine what it must be like for you in London right now. We've been receiving some very interesting correspondence concerning what you're up to over there. You all, General Eisenhower especially, must feel you're carrying the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. I hope you're getting plenty of rest and eating enough to keep up your strength. You know how you get when you're in battle mood. Knowing you, you're probably giving away all your food to those war-weary Londoners. Mama always loved your generous side, and so do I, but I worry for you, so please take care. Okay, This is page 2, guys. Before I forget, I thought you might be missing some of Mama's art. I pulled out her hand-carved flower stamps once I returned home from my latest trip to Oak Ridge. I thought I'd use them to create some lovely patterns for you. I even used that crimson ink you like. Well, I love you, dear General. Everything will be alright where Ruby and her captain are concerned. You'll see. Please give them both my love. And when you drop in to see my Charlie, please tell him I think of him every moment. All my love and a kiss. Audrey Rose. Then, of course, down here at the bottom, it gives you a little website. And of course, it tells you right here that if you want to learn about the World War II codes and code breaking, you can visit their website. Okay, so let's see what these are. This says the Rose Code. During World War II, codes and code breakers played a major role in covert operations, practically at the OSS. Along with countless unnamed women, Audrey Rose would have handed many coded messages during her time there. Since she was also her father's personal secretary, we thought it only fitting to have her create an ultra-secret code in order to communicate ultra-secret information to the general, should the need arise. Using her work experience, brains, and creativity in something meaningful to both of them, a set of hand-carved flower stamps made by her mother, Audrey Rose, did just that and called it the Rose Code. Wanting you to experience a bit of World War II code breaking yourself, we've obtained special clearance to share the Rose Code with you. Here's how it works. On the back of this card, you will find the Rose Code key. Each flower stamp represents a letter, number, or punctuation mark from the English alphabet. Use the code key to decode the decrypted message Audrey Rose has sent to the general and her patterns. But remember, this is classified information. Handle with care. That is cute. Okay, so here's what's on the back of it. And I love how like each letter has a different flower at the top of it. That's cute. And then at the very bottom, like I hope you guys can see that really well. Okay, so that's cute. Okay, let's see what this is. This looks like this is pretty big. I hope I can get all this. Okay, so basically this right here is basically you're going to go through, and basically it's just one big old page front and back. It looks just like this, but this is basically what it looks like, and then you're going to go through, and I guess you're going to match up the symbols with the top symbol is what I'm thinking, because like if you guys, I'm not sure like if you can see, but at the top here those symbols match this, and I guess that's how you're gonna match up what it says. Don't forget that you can use your magnifying glass so that you can make it bigger, or if you have one already, make sure to use that. It's super tiny. I did go ahead and I got started. This is the back page though, but I did go ahead and get started so you guys can kind of see what it looks like, but I am not done, and it is a long process. I've been working on this just a little bit each day, and I am still not like halfway done with it, as you guys can see. This is a cute project. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys have fun decoding. If you guys are following along, or if you have one of your own, I hope you guys are having fun. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.